Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Commodity TV, and today we are live at PDAC 2023 in Toronto. And beside me, I have the pleasure to introduce you to Alastair Still, the CEO of GoldMining. Alastair, thank you for being here, and how are you?
Well, pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me on. It's an exciting time to be back live with a big, exciting portfolio of projects at a very active PDAC this year.
For sure. And as you started with it, you had such interesting and good press releases the last couple of weeks. So let's talk about that. What's going on in your company?
Well, I guess we'll go right into the most exciting development, of course, is the recent announcement. We've launched our IPO of US GoldMining Inc. Very excited to be part of a team that's taking our Whistler project in Alaska. We're looking to rediscover this project, which already has a very sizable resource of close to 10 million ounces. There's 3 million ounces of measured and indicated gold equivalent ounces and almost 6.5 million ounces inferred gold equivalent ounces. So a very sizable project, great jurisdiction of Alaska. We're looking to raise money on that and create value for our shareholders.
Perfect. So how much money do you want to raise?
We've launched the IPO with $20 million raise. That is designed to get us through a 2-year program of drilling.
Okay.
Plan to drill 20,000 meters, take the project to PEA status. We've got a dedicated technical team led by our CEO, Tim Smith, who's an exceptional explorationist with great success and discoveries he's made in the north. He's worked extensively in Yukon, so he knows the northern latitudes very well. We brought him over from Newmont last year, so very excited to have Tim leading us as the CEO of that company. We'll drill the 20,000 meters and look to make some new discoveries as we better define what we already know to be there.
Okay. So how big is your land there?
We have a very large land package. It's over 50,000 acres. And I was recently traveling through New York, so we gave people the local equivalent, which is almost 4 times the size of the island of Manhattan, to put it in perspective for many of our viewers. So it's a big regional land package. We have a sizable resource. We see some excellent targets for making some new discoveries. We have a regional camp we see developing. There's a property to the west of us who have also made a discovery in the last couple of years. So collectively, we're seeing a real regional play that's attracting a lot of attention for the majors and the intermediate producers, particularly now with the importance of copper. Our project has close to 30% of the revenue is in copper. There's over 1 billion pounds of resources in copper in our project. Very excited to advance that component of the project as well.
Wow, because everybody knows copper is also the future. Everybody is interested in copper, and the demand and the supply will be explode for the future.
Exactly. We very much believe that as well. It's certainly very strategic. Alaska is a great jurisdiction to be in. It's a very pro-mining. It's at the core of their economy. And in fact, the state themselves are trying to encourage economic development and have announced a Road to Resources program where they're stimulating economy by doing feasibility studies to build a road. And that road would go right to our project to connect us to a port near Anchorage, the largest city in Alaska, which is a huge catalyst for moving our project forward.
Yeah, as you can see also here at PDAC, so Tier 1 jurisdictions and the infrastructure is also very, very important.
Absolutely, and what we have seen for several years now, due to lack of investment by the majors, there's holes in their pipeline. They're struggling to find projects to replace their reserves. Projects, the scale, the quality, and the size of Whistler are very scarce and very much sought after.
Wow, okay, so the US IPO was one of the main press releases the last couple of weeks.
Yes.
Another one was the drill results at Mina. So let's talk about Mina. What's your future plan there, and how looks the drill program, for example?
Well, exactly. Mina was an exciting program for us. We drilled in 2022. It was the first program we drilled as a company. We'd accumulated some great assets, but then we entered a phase to actually unlock the value. And the drill program we completed in 2022 led us to a new discovery at Mina. We found a new deposit called La Garucha, which is less than 1 kilometer from the existing resources. And we added over 1 million ounces of gold equivalent to the project, so that it is now a very significant deposit, some 2.6 million gold equivalent ounces, consisting of a cluster of porphyries within close proximity to each other, relatively high grade, around 1 gram per ton gold equivalent, low strip ratio, good component of copper, so a very exciting deposit. And thing I like to demonstrate as well is how we've added value there. This discovery came to us at about $1 to $2 per ounce total drilling cost. There was some existing holes. The project had never been taken to a resource at La Garrucha, so we were able to complete the work, announce the new resource, and this new discovery really makes La Mina an exceptional target, which leads us into our next plan, which is to complete a PEA study for La Mina, which we're expecting to have out by mid-year.
Wow, okay, so for the next couple of months, we can also expect good news about La Mina with the PEA.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be an exciting time. We'll be announcing advancements at Whistler as we get our drill programs activated by the summer. We've already begun the work on the PEA at La Mina, so definitely some catalysts and sources of news coming up for our shareholders.
Cool. And do you also have any other projects you want to capitalize or to optionize?
It's a great question. We had very successful joint venture we formed last year on one of our smaller projects in Idaho. The project consisted of about 3% of our total global resource. Our Almudden project, we optioned to a company called NevGold. They're an exceptional partner. They've announced that they've already started drilling on the program. So they're taking their money, advancing the project. We are their largest shareholder. We own just under 20% of NevGold. So our shareholders stand to benefit from any discoveries they make. It's an exceptional project for us, having a good partner to work on it. That's the type of model we look to continue with as well. There's a number of projects in our portfolio. In fact, we have 9 projects in our portfolio. Each have over 1 million ounce gold equivalent. So they're all significant projects. We're focusing on a couple of them. We have one joint venture partner and a number of projects we're also looking for homes for as well.
Perfect. How much cash do you have in the bank, actually?
The last quarter, we just came out with our financial statements. It's close to 10 million, plus or minus. So we have a significant cash position. We have an exceptional balance sheet. We have over 21 million shares of gold royalty on our balance sheet. So that gives us strength and flexibility. Those shares, by the way, are also now paying us a nice dividend of close to $1 million per year in dividend income, which is a great bonus to have for a junior company.
Perfect. I have just one last question. A big achievement, in my opinion, was also the appointment of David Garofalo as a co-chair. So what can the investors expect about also this person in the board?
Well, it's exceptional news for us in that Dave brings decades of experience in the mining industry as an operator working for companies and actually leading companies as a CEO of Goldcorp. He led Hudbay Mining. He was at Agnico Eagle, so an exceptional industry veteran. Will strengthen our board. Our existing founder and co-chair, Amir Adnani, will still be very much engaged. I worked for a number of years with David at Goldcorp, so I know his strengths, and he'll bring a lot of contacts and industry connections to help us find the right partners to move some of our existing projects forward, ones that we aren't focusing on at this moment. So accelerate that whole program of helping to unlock value from our portfolio.
Wow, so that sounds right people at right places at the right time, because normally after PDAC also the gold price will rise again.
Well, if that's a forecast, I'll take your forecast. But you're absolutely right. Having quality projects and the right people and the ability to move them forward, that's the fundamentals. And I think we have that at great strength at GoldMining Inc.
Perfect. Alastair, thank you very much for your time. And to our investors, I just want to say, you heard it, also my conclusion, it's the right company at the right time, at right places with the right assets. So check out the company and we will keep you posted with the next news. That was Commodity TV here from PDAC 2023 in Toronto.